And welcome to Robin's house. Today I'm working with the Cheers and Sips stamp set and die cuts for my Cheers and Sips card workshop. And so this card workshop was a little different than normally what I would do. So I've got the two cards that I did. So the first card is done with die cutting and stamping and coloring with watercolor pencils, my cards. And this one is made using one of the sheets of the DSP paper that comes in the Celebratory Sips paper pack that we're using. And this is just cut out of one of the images. Now, this exact one has to be cut by hand because it has the fun thing sticking out the top, but this was not a difficult cut. So I just want to show you real quick the various, how you can make it look. So I've got my card number 2. And again, so this one is stamped and watercolor penciled. And then this one is the DSP image cutouts. And again, these ones all have things sticking out the top. So I had to hand cut those, but it went real fast. Super cute, right? Card number 3 is a little cute card. So something fun about this card workshop is every single card is a different size. We've got cutout images, and then these again, I personally liked the ones that had the things. And generally, as a rule, I picked out the images that I wanted to use on this card, and then I tried to build what I did to look something similar. You do not have to do that. You can do them any old way you want, but that's how I had fun doing it. So then this card was kind of a different card. We've got our drinks scattered about. So this one was one that I was able to cut out using the die cuts. And I've got a different video on there about how that would work. And then just adding some different things to make them look as similar as they could. So I wanted to, if I cut out the images, I wanted to use all cutouts. I didn't want to incorporate the die cut and stamped images in with those, but you certainly could if that's what you wanted to do. So cute, right? And you can get them pretty close. The colors looking pretty close to what you were doing. And I got a little better at it as I was going. So I found it most successful to use the gray granite ink pad. And I just did it. I just used that on all of them. That isn't the truth. I started out using black, and then I would use my journaling pen to cross in front of the images. But I found out later that it made more sense to stamp inside the glass and then tuck a die cut behind it. And then I didn't have to do this. And it also, you could also get the look of that it's a different color. It's on the inside of the glass and therefore a different shade, if that makes sense. But it was fun. It was fun to try to mimic what was going on here with the colors that I had and the technique and the my own abilities would allow. But it was very fun to watercolor these. I love doing watercolors because I feel like you can do it and it looks good no matter how you do. And like this one, I was pretty happy with how my orange juice came out. I've got various shades going on, and I've got a video also about coloring options and how you would shade and to try to get these looks. So that's fun. And the last card, this is the 7th card. So here we go. This one used the die cut that had a shape inside. So I actually die cut those at the same time, the outline and the inside shape. So that was fun. And then I did cut this. This one didn't have a garnish. So I cut this out of one of the lemonades, the version of this that was tall, so that I could get a lemonade on my card. So when I was all said and done, after I cut out every single image that could even possibly be usable from the paper, and this is what I'm left over with. So lots of things you could choose to make extra cards. And again, I used a lot of the ones that had the garnishes in there. So I have all these cards that don't have a garnish left over. And I went ahead and cut out even these ones that are missing because I can always butt that to the side and it's like it's going off the page. So this is the one I cut the lemon off of. And oh, I've got a stamped image in here. So this is another attempt at watercoloring. But there's a lot of stuff you could do in here with all these extras. And yes, I went ahead and cut them all out anyway. So that is cheers and sips. So much fun. Thank you for watching. Happy crafting.